Welcome to the garden. We've got our pumpkin all scooped out and it's ready to carve into a jack-o'-lantern. So the first thing you want to do is look at how your pumpkin sits. If you've got a really flat spot on the back where it's actually touched the ground and become really dirty, you want to keep that in mind. Either set it on that spot and you can use this as a nose, or you want to face your design on the opposite side. So I've actually drawn some markings here in the shape of leaves for the eyes and the nose, and I've used a little ballpoint pen, or you could use a Sharpie. These work really well too, and they just wipe right off, which is the benefit. Something like a pencil isn't going to leave much of a mark, but you could try that if you want. So the secret here is a really nice serrated knife, and kind of like a window on a castle, we want our cuts to go facing inwards so that we can get good light. And if you have to do one little cut at a time, then you can do that and just take your time and get the right shape. And I've exaggerated some of these features on the leaf just to get a really cool pattern. And one little cut at a time is all you really need. And if you have to cut a little too far, then you want to go inside so that all this negative space gets the scar and you don't draw outside of your lines here. But I'm just going to go with a geometric shape. And you want to think about how high your pumpkin's going to sit. It's really tempting to set it on its side facing towards you and then do your mouth really low. But then once it's sitting down, your mouth will be so low that it won't get any light. So you want to make sure that you've got the right height. And a nice sharp knife is making quick work of this. Just going to speed things up a little bit here. But this leaf design is really nice. It's not too spooky, but it can be used after Halloween too, for all the way through Thanksgiving. It's just going to look really cool once it's all lit up. And with Halloween a couple days away, this is the perfect time to do this. And we've already got our seeds roasting in the oven. So now I should be able to either push this in if we've done our cuts correctly, or pop it out. And if you have to make a relief cut, this one I got pretty good. But hopefully our sides are going to be slanted in enough. You can take away more material if you have to, so that we can get really good light in here. Looks a bit like a leaf. So that's one eye done, and I'm going to move on to the mouth. A big old smiling mouth is what we're going for here. All the way up to here. And then I'm going to do teeth on the top row. So just like our leaves, we're just going to alternate cutting in and out so we get a little jagged teeth design. And if you have to go outside your sketch lines, go ahead and do that. This is going to make a really great little wicked smile. So almost done with our mouth. And here I'm going to do a relief cut, just real gentle. And makes it a lot easier to remove. And now for the nose. This is another type of maple leaf, so I think it'll be a nice little contrast. And a couple more cuts ought to do it. And then the final step is to cut some vents in the top. And you don't have to do that if you're using an electronic candle, but nothing really beats that flicker of a real flame. I'm going to widen our cuts inside a bit so we get more light out of the nose here. Just like that. So cutting some vents in the top is going to be a great idea, like a little chimney. Doesn't have to be fancy. You could even do notches straight through the cap, like this. And then you can line those up so that you know which way your cap goes on. So it serves multi-purpose. But let's just real quick do this last eye, and then we'll be completely done here. So little geometric forms. And then we're going to just wipe away any excess ink. And you could just go freehand if you're feeling brave. And this one was freehand, but it looks kind of simple. So if you plan your sketches out beforehand, I think it'll make a really nice design. Man, this is tough. A couple more cuts ought to do it. If you pick a nice geometric shape too, it's really easy to stay in that parameter. So, last cut. And we should be able to pop this out. A little tricky, so I'm going to do a little break-up piece here. You want to be gentle not to break any delicate spots like in between your designs. But there you have it. A nice little jack-o'-lantern. And the sun is just in time to give us a nice look. And I've seen people take the guts and throw them out of the mouth like he's being sick. But I think that's a nice little design. It's kind of hard to tell that these are leaves, but I think they have a nice effect. Little maple leaf eyes. So that's how I carve my jack-o'-lanterns. Make sure to add those little chimneys. So I hope you give it a go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.